Hello and good day to one and all. Dr. Frank is back for another set of predictions. It is Saturday and we are looking into the Premiership. We hung on by the skin of our teeth to the perfect start to the season. We are no longer 12 wins and 0 losses. We are now 13 wins and 0 losses. Conor Gallagher finally got his shot on target in the 83rd, 84th minute to combine with a Chelsea victory. Really good win there, 2.25 odds, really good odds. So yeah, can't complain. You know the drill. If you like the content we continue to bring out, like, share, subscribe, retweet, follow. Positive, negative comments, keep them coming, of course. 4 matchups we're going to be looking at. 4 matchups in the Premiership. So yeah, that perfect prediction is on the line here, going with 4 of them. First match we're going to be looking at is going to be Bournemouth versus Tottenham Hotspur. We know Bournemouth have not had the greatest start when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net. In contrast to Tottenham and Ange's team, we know the way that Ange has played at Celtic, and he's brought it to Tottenham as well. Take a shot, okay, as much as you can. There was thoughts about Maddison being injured, but Ange has said that he's available, so at the very least he'll be on the bench, but he'll most likely start this one. Richarlison has not got off the score sheet, but there's a very good chance that he might today, with the chances that he's going to be getting and the position he keeps finding himself in. Bournemouth, a few niggling injuries, don't like it whatsoever, but I just feel that Tottenham are going to have too much for Bournemouth today at the Vitality Stadium, and they should be coming away with the 3 points. So the first prediction is just Tottenham away win. Tottenham to win the game away at Bournemouth, and the odds for that is 1.90. Speaking of Tottenham, we then go to their rivals, counterparts, Arsenal. Arsenal versus Fulham. Now, in regards to this one, I mean, there's been talk already. I mean, fantastic from Bukayo Saka, 82 consecutive Premier League starts, isn't it? Equaling or surpassing Paul Merson's at Arsenal Football Club. Absolutely fantastic. What a feat to stay fit as he has been. He's got to think about burnout. I'm sure Arteta will be looking after him this season. In regards to this game, another London derby for Arsenal here. I don't think it's going to be as clear cut for Arsenal as people think it is. And no, we know Fulham have their defensive deficiencies and what have you, but they're showing a bit of light here. I know it's only been 2 games into the season, but you know what? I'm intrigued by Fulham. The combination of prediction I'm looking at for this game is nothing to do with Arsenal, to be honest. Well, it is, but it's not. And what I mean by that is the first part of the prediction is to do with the Fulham striker Raul Jimenez. Raul Jimenez, we now know, will be spearheading for the Premier League outfit Fulham. So the first part of the prediction is, I know Arsenal are going to have the majority of the ball, don't get me wrong, but it's Raul Jimenez just to have a shot. Not necessarily on target, just to have a shot. Raul Jimenez just to have a shot. And because I don't think there's going to be a massive amount of goals in this one, I'm combining that with under 4 goals combined. So basically 3 goals or less in the match with Raul Jimenez just having a shot. High, wide and high, so I don't care what happens with it. And the odds for that is more than double your money at 2.10. So I'm looking at Raul Jimenez just to have a shot in this game at the Emirates Stadium with the combination of under 4 goals in the match in total. And the odds for that is 2.10. Third match we're looking at, kind of a London derby, isn't it? Brentford kind of on the outskirts of London, or I think, if I remember rightly. Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Brentford have looked good. That Embuemo, Visa and Sade front 3 looks really good. Sade, don't be fooled. He's putting in a lot of work here. It's Embuemo and Visa who have been getting plaudits. I'm expecting Sade to get a goal in the next couple of games if he continues playing the way that he is, getting in the positions that he's been getting into. They're up against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, again, these injuries, man. Not only the injuries, I know I'm going to have to stop talking about it at some point, but Zaha-less Crystal Palace is an issue. It's a big issue. We know Elise is still out. A lot of pressure on Edouard Ayew and Eze, of course. Decore, Liverpool after him. Is his head going to be turned? Eze, is his head going to be turned? There's a few distractions here. Roy Hodgson's really got to work on them to keep them their head in the game. But I just feel like Brentford should have enough to get past Crystal Palace today. So I'm keeping it simple. Brentford just to win the game. 2.15, it's more than double your money. 2.15, really, really good just for win the game. And then finally, we've got Brighton versus West Ham. Again, Brighton on the outskirts of London. It's not a London derby, but you know what I mean. Outskirts teams today. West Ham, really, really good victory against Chelsea. They're, as weird as it may sound, they're not going to have it as easy against this Brighton team. This Brighton team play a different style and possession heavy. Brighton, they're going to create plenty chances, and they're going to keep that ball away from West Ham, is how I feel. Don't get me wrong, West Ham, we know with J. Ward-Prowse, they will always be a threat, especially when it comes to set pieces and what have you. Antonio looks good start to the season. But I feel that Brighton should have this one in the bag. So with that being the case, I think they're going to stay top of the table after this weekend and get the 3 points again. Brighton to win the game in under 5 goals is what I'm looking at here. And the odds for that is 2.10. So quick recap in regards to what I'm looking at here. Bournemouth versus Tottenham Hotspur. I'm looking at Tottenham Hotspur away win coming in at 1.90. Arsenal versus Fulham. I'm looking at Raul Jimenez just to have a shot, with the combination of under 4 goals in the match. And the odds for that is 2.10. Brentford versus Crystal Palace. I'm looking at Brentford just to win the game. Odds of 2.15. And finally, I'm looking at Brighton versus West Ham. Looking at Brighton to win the game in under 5 goals. And the odds for that is 2.10. So there you have it. That's what we're looking at as far as the Premiership's concerned. 13 wins and 0 losses. It's on the line as far as this is concerned. But you know what? Let's see how it goes. Dr. Frank signing out for now. Speak later. Bye-bye.